everyone, welcome back to Simplified by Singam. Welcome to our Python for Beginners series. Today we are going to explore something really fun, which is finding cubes of numbers. In the previous exercise, we worked with squares of numbers, and now you might be wondering what's a cube? Well, just like a square is actually a number multiplied by itself, in the same way, a cube is a number multiplied by itself three times. Like, for example, 2 cube is nothing but 2 is multiplied by 3 times. 2 into 2 into 2 is 8. 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 2, 8. And simply 4 cube, 4 into 4, 16. 16 into 4, 64. So that is nothing but 4 cube. Pretty cool, right? Now let's see how to write a Python program that does this automatically for us. And first, here is the idea. We have to ask the user how many numbers they want to find cubes for. And then we ask them to type in each number one by one using the loop. And finally, for each number, Python will calculate the cube using simple multiplication. And then we print the result in a nice format. So basically, we are teaching Python how to be our personal cube calculator. All right, let's code this step by step. And n equal to int of input. Enter how many numbers you want. Okay. And then in the same way we create numbers it is almost same as the previous exercise. So we have already done this before. And now we create a loop to get the numbers from the user. And for I in range of 1 comma n plus 1. And here let's create a variable called num equal to int of input. Enter number I. And we'll add those numbers into our numbers list using append. So here we took how many numbers the user want to enter, and then we created an empty list called numbers. And for I in range of 1 comma n plus 1, like for example, user gave two numbers to add. So we created an empty list. And for I in range of 1 comma, what is the 2 plus 1, which is nothing but 3. So for I in range of 1 comma 3, so then it will create a variable called num. And then it is asking the user enter number 1, enter number 2, enter number 3, something like that. We are actually taking the user input for every loop, for every time. Okay. And then we will print numbers so that you will see how this exactly works. Like for example, when I give two numbers, I want to enter number 1. See, it is asking me the first number, maybe 2, and second number, maybe 3. But let me give a space here so that you can understand better. So two numbers, number 1, 2, number 2, maybe 4. See, it is creating a list called numbers and it is adding every time the user gave the value. So here we are taking the input from the user, and at the same time in the next line itself, we are adding that particular number, whatever the number that user gives, into this numbers list. How? By using this append method. So this is how we get user input for every loop using for loop. So this is just to understand. And now let's create a headline to create. This slash in is nothing but it will show us the output in the next line. That's the only thing we use slash in for. So just create a headline, cubes of the entered numbers. And then we'll write logic to calculate the cubes. You calculate and print the cubes. Okay. So the logic will be for again in order to grab each and every number from the list for num in numbers. We will just print. We will just print. Again use f strings num cube is equal to simple, just multiply the number by 3 times to get the cube. Num into num into num. And yeah, that's it. And this logic will give you the cube of a number. As simple as that. So, like for example, user gave two numbers and those two numbers are added here. So now the number's value is, for example, let's take the same example 2, comma 4. So these are the numbers. So now it will print the cubes of the entered numbers and for num in numbers. That means it will go to each and every item in the loop. We are instantly creating a variable at that particular time when you're looping, when you're doing looping in a list. So at that time, you are instantly creating a variable called num so that it can grab a number, it can grab a particular thing from the list at one particular time. So initially it starts with 2 and it will print 2 cube is equal to 2 into 2 into 2. So it will give you the calculation of 2 into 2 into 2, which is nothing but 8. And now again, the number, once it is done, now the interpreter goes again here. Now the number value changes from 2 to 4. Okay. And now it will print 4 cube equal to 4 into 4 into 4, which is nothing but 64. So overall, what's happening here? We are taking the input from the user to ask how many numbers the user want to calculate. And then we are creating an empty list where we will store the numbers. And in the first loop, for I in range of 1, comma n plus 1, it takes each number from the user and saves it inside that list, which is numbers. And then we print a heading called cubes of the entered numbers. And finally, the second loop goes through each number in the list, multiplies it by itself for about 3 times, and prints the cube in a neat format. Simple and clear. Okay, now let's run it. For example, I want to give 3 numbers, 2, 4, 5. So the cubes of entered numbers is 2 cube, 4 cube, and 5 cube. If you want, you can remove the space and you can do it again. You can give whatever the output that you want. 5 cube is 125 and 7 cube is 343. And yeah, that's all. So today you learned how to take multiple inputs from the user and show them inside a list. We have done it even in the squares of a number in the previous exercise as well. You also learned how to use loops to perform calculations and also print out cubes of numbers in a good way using f strings. And here is a little challenge for you. Try modifying this program to also print squares and cubes together. Like for example, 2 square is 4 and 2 cube is 8. And that will be a fun extra step to practice with. And if you enjoyed the tutorial, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you'll always stay ahead in our Python learning journey. And remember, coding is like building blocks. Once you understand the basics, you can create anything. See you in the next video, and until then, keep coding and keep smiling.